Welcome back, you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a ton of coins over future stars. So if you're new around here and you want a player like Gerla, or even maybe you want yourself a Garnacho or any of the other players available, make sure to subscribe and of course drop a like down below, and let's get into it. Now, first of all, we're giving away some FIFA points on the 15th of February, the day after Valentine's, because I know a lot of us FIFA players are not really going to be doing much on that day anyway. Now, having a look over at what we've got available, there is a ton of packs. You've got this one here for 3,500 FIFA points, and I'm giving away £50 worth of FIFA points. All you've got to do is subscribe, send proof over on Instagram, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Now, in terms of making coins, we have to head to the SBC screen. There's a few things we can do at the minute for some really easy coins. We've got the daily future stars challenge, which is pretty damn simple. You need 3 leagues, you need 5 countries, and then a rating of 75, and then 1 rare player. Now, realistically, you can just pop this in a range of ways, and of course, you can just go on Footbin to find a solution, but you're obviously going to get a reward for doing these on a daily basis, because otherwise they wouldn't do a daily challenge. That's kind of how EA seems to work usually, so it's definitely worth getting this one done. You've also got your marquee matchups as well. Once again, always profitable if you do all 5 squads, maybe on Monday, Sunday, you're going to be absolutely laughing because they're always cheaper anyway. And then we've got, of course, the winners as well. And if you actually have a look objective wise, by completing kind of the objectives that we're getting with future stars, I think in the live section, the road to the final puzzle completionist, I think it's this one. I think winning is the one I've got there. I think I did actually, or the winners, I think I've missed one of these, I'm not too sure, but essentially if you get all of these done, you also get a mega pack, which is a good dub. Now, of course, with our new promo, a lot of the players have actually fell flat. If we actually have a look through the list of cards, I'm looking at about 6 that have a reasonable value, maybe even 7. Then the rest of them have pretty much plummeted. So is there a way that we can siphon out the better of the sort of shitters in order to make a filter out of them? Well, kind of. We've got some options. You've got Endo, and then we've got Barrios, obviously, in the midfielder section. But then you've got the French midfielder Lemoule, who kind of ruins that. So let's first of all have a look at what we can do with them. So future stars players there. And let's just have a look at Lemoule's minimum. So Lemoule's minimum is 12k. So if we pop this to here, 10k. So if we pop this to here, what we should see is a load of her at 12, as you can see. And then anything under, I mean, you can pick her up for, from the looks of things, as low as 10.5. So you can make profit on this one. You don't really even need to go midfielder for this one. You can pretty much just go for future stars and then snipe at 11k, because you will be left with Lemoule and you should have Germa. So there's 2 of those on that filter. Obviously, this is the lowest filter that you can get on this promo. And what you will find is hopefully these players just become a bit less packable. They are incredibly packable at the minute. I think the one thing that's fortunate with a filter like this is because they're so cheap, a lot of players are just going to quick sell them. They quick sell for essentially 10,000 coins. There's pretty much no point, in my opinion, in selling them. But what that does mean is we've got the opportunity to use that to our advantage. There shouldn't be as much market flooding as there would be based on the amount that you can pack them. I mean, I've packed them all untradeable like 4 or 5 times already. And you can see they're coming up a lot, so you've got some good opportunity there. Obviously, if we go to the 11.5 mark, we've got 11,250 there. So there's an easy way to get a few of these cards. Guys, the next step is still going to be future stars, but we're going to go over to the cam position. Luckily, we've got a few here. So we've got Gula and we've also got Elliot, who have actually both sat. Elliot's at 120k, Gula is 150. Gula was 400k yesterday when I packed him. I was actually mildly gassed, but that is a little bit of a dampener, being that he is literally worth like nothing. But we're looking at 120k realistically. So at 120k, EA tax obviously 10% halved. It's going to be 12k, halved, 6k. So actually, by picking him up at 110, we're making 4k per card. Now, am I suggesting that's what you go for? No. But if you make 4k per card, is it a bad thing? Definitely not. Now, of course, if you want to make a little bit more, if you go down by a further 6,000 coins, that's going to increase your margin and you are going to make a little bit more. So realistically, on this one, it's just about doing that, essentially pushing those boundaries a little bit more and just securing a bit more profit. Now, unfortunately, when we look at the cards, I'm just having a look here, there is a massive jump between the next guys. So there isn't really sort of parity between the rest of the promo. It's very difficult with these cards to actually get a few of them on a filter. If we go for the icons, however, I believe we're probably in a little bit of a better position. Now, if you were doing this one here, you can compare price your way to, of course, a snipe. It just might take you a while, but especially in a lightning round where it's a lightning round with sort of tradable packs rather than untradeable, you're absolutely laughing. And I'll be honest, I thought Harvey Elliott would be worth a lot more than he is. It's a little bit of a shame that they've kind of, I would say they've done him dirty, really. Now, of course, when we look at the future stars icons, there's always going to be a stinker at the very bottom. And for this promo, we have Crespo. And I'll be honest, it's disappointing to see it because Crespo, I mean, back in the day, you could have him on a lot of FIFAs and he was just insane. He's looking at 100,000 coins right now. Should be way more, but his minimum's 25k. Now, obviously on this one, you can get all of the icons in theory on a compare price or on a snipe because we've just popped it as icon. We haven't added any other additional filter. The next one up is a bit of a jump at 400k. So obviously it's one of those situations where for now, we're probably only gonna be looking at Crespo on this filter. Obviously you just want to pick him up at 90k, sell him at 100, looking at 5k profit, very, very easy. But that is gonna be one of those ones where I think once again, tradable rounds is going to be really, really good to get a ton of snipes on this guy. Now, what I will say is they're likely going to do either a mini release of the main team, because I think that realistically, we've not got Cold Palmer in there. We've not got a few players that there were definitely going to be expected. So realistically, a mini release is definitely coming. What's also definitely coming, in my opinion, is probably a second set of icons. Now, in that period, we're obviously going to get some stinkers, which means we should be able to take advantage of this filter a little bit more. I think this filter will be levels above once we get maybe 2 more icons in there. And you know what EA are like, they like to give us icons that are a bit stinky in promos. It's a shame that icons have gone this direction, but I do think that everyone cried so much over Team of the Year that they kind of have to go this direction with some promo cards. Like, everyone will complain if really good promo cards are unattainable, and then everyone complains if the crap ones are attainable. So it's kind of a, I don't get why everyone was so upset over Team of the Year. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, you packed one. Yeah, I spent money because I used sponsor money for that. So obviously that's my own choice. And I'm not saying that's a smart thing to do. By all means, it's a dumb thing to do. However, I get the value back, so I can, you know, I'm able to do that. But it is literally a game. The idea of Team of the Year back in the day was that it was hard to get Team of the Years. And all I saw over Team of the Years was people complaining that no one could get a Team of the Year. And then when Messi was dropped, unintentionally, you know, when they did that mess up, everyone's complaining that everyone's got Team of the Year. So if he, you know, I know obviously they didn't do it on purpose, it was a mistake, and everyone's going to cry about the fact it was a mistake, but really, is it that deep? Are we really that upset about not being able to use the cards when they're dropping Evo? I mean, that 10 Evo or 11 Evo thing they did yesterday, all power to them. Once again, they're actually doing things that are helping the community. Now, for this one, by the way, obviously, we are looking at levels above in cost. We're looking at 420k for a little seed off there, and obviously, it's going to be a little bit difficult to grab one of these on a snipe. And what you're actually going to be looking for is obviously EA tax on that is going to be 21k. So actually you want to be sniping at 390 or below for a 10k profit. Do I believe that's going to be easy? No, but all you really need is like 10 in an hour to make 100k. And I don't think that's unrealistic at all, because the amount of these cards that will be getting listed immediately, people are going to want this profit quickly. You know, not a lot of people are going to see that seed off, especially obviously if you get him tradable and go, yeah, I want him on my team. Untradeable, yeah, I mean, I'd even give him a go. But tradable, that's straight on the market. No doubt, absolutely no doubt. He's getting board bids for 405 at the minute, so he is obviously definitely worth a decent bit more, but when there's a lightning round, you can absolutely cake it in. Now, in terms of other filters available, unfortunately, on the icon side of things, there isn't really anything, because a lot of these guys are completely not even available. But if we have a look at the actual players, I'm just checking if there is anything. I mean, we do have one more. I'm going to finish you guys. That was going to be a sus sentence. I'm going to finish you guys off with one more. Pause. Don't take it that way. Bundesliga. So we've got Boniface, which I just think is a funny name. Boniface is a funny name. And then we've also got Lukiba. Now, both of these I think will be unbelievable in game. You've got a nice little passing, ping pass and intercept. So that's pretty cool. And then we've also got power shot and tiki-taka. Now, I'll be honest, power shot, that kind of stuff, every card that I've used that has power shot, I mean, like, for example, Cruyff, right? He doesn't have power shot. He has, like, the one where he basically can do sick goals. Every time I use the attempted button, sorry, for him to do a sick goal, he does not do a sick goal. So I don't believe that the actual things work. But we're looking at about 315k for this bad boy. Realistically, EA tax is going to be about 20k. So you probably want to go 295, 290, that kind of thing. I mean, EA tax is just like 16, 17k. So actually on that, you'll be making 8k. It's going to be a lot easier. And with Boniface and Lukiba, it's going to be much easier to get a snipe because you've got 2 of them. And the other thing you want to do, just to make a ton of coins, drop a sub below and I'll see you tomorrow.